All right, so I'm going to read this passage out loud to you, and then I will read the questions as well. I only have 5 minutes on this, so if it cuts me off, just know that I will record a second video. On May 29th, 1953, Tenzing Norgay, along with Sir Edmund Hillary, was one of the first two people to reach the summit of Mount Everest, the highest mountain on Earth. The following passage is taken from his autobiography, from Tiger of the Snows, the autobiography of Tenzing of Everest. On top of the rock cliff, we rested again. Certainly, after the climb up the gap, we were both a bit breathless, but after some slow pulls at the oxygen, I'm feeling fine. I look up. The top is very close now, and my heart thumps with excitement and joy. Then we are on our way again, climbing again. Then the rocks, too, are beneath us. We are back among the snowy humps. They are curving off to the right, and each time we pass one, I wonder, is the next the last one? Is the next the last? Finally, we reach a place where we can see past the humps, and beyond them is the great open sky and brown plains. We are looking down the far side of the mountaintop, Tibet. Ahead of us now is only one more hump, the last hump. It is not a pinnacle. The way to it is an easy snow slope, wide enough for two men to go side by side. About 30 feet away, we stop for a minute and look up. Then we go on. A little below the summit, Hillary and I stopped. We looked up. Then we went on. The rope that joined us was 30 feet long, but I held most of it in loops in my hand, so that there was only about 6 feet between us. We stepped up. We were there. The dream had come true. What we did first was what all climbers do when they reach the top of their mountain. We shook hands. But this was not enough for Everest. I waved my arms in the air and then threw them around Hillary, and we thumped each other on the back until, even with the oxygen, we were almost breathless. Then we looked around. It was 11:30 in the morning. The sun was shining, and the sky was the deepest blue I have ever seen. Only a gentle breeze was blowing, coming from the direction of Tibet, and the plume of snow that always blows from Everest summit was very small. It was such a sight as I had never seen before and would never see again. Wild, wonderful, and terrible. But terror was not what I felt. I loved the mountains too well for that. I loved Everest too well. At the great moment for which I had waited all my life, my mountain did not seem to me a lifeless thing of rock and ice, but warm and friendly and living. She was a mother hen, and the other mountains were chicks under her wings. I, too, felt I had only to spread my own wings to cover and shelter the brood that I loved.